Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Bernie here, bringing you yet another video here in the charge, giving you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. And before we get started on today's video talking about Game 2, go and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, go and check out our awesome content that we have out there. We have a video talking about the controversial Game 1. We also have videos talking about fixer-uppers where we go over the New York Knicks and the Phoenix Suns and seeing how we can rebuild them. But right now, we got to talk about Game 2 where we're going to see if the Cleveland Cavaliers can respond after some controversial calls and also disappointing and deflating overtime loss. And it was not the case tonight. Obviously, the Golden State Warriors won 122-103, a 19-point loss for the Cavs, which doesn't look good, but it was a close game going into the third. It was a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Something that we haven't seen in a while was a bad... the Cavaliers won the third quarter, which is something we rarely see, especially against these Warriors who have probably the best third quarter I think we've ever seen. But this game really just came down to Steph Curry. Steph Curry had probably the best game he's ever had in the finals ever in terms of like three-point shooting, because he broke the record of Ray Allen's. He was 9 of 17, so he had 9 3-pointers, which breaks Ray Allen's 2010 record of 8. And it just was a great show to watch. I mean, this is the kind of basketball I like to see from the Golden State Warriors, just passing and moving around, setting screens, going through slips, and it just kind of proved that the Cavaliers, they were still affected by the calls, they were still affected by the referee decisions and all that, which is very unfortunate, but it's something that they have to get over. They have to get over it, because if they don't get over that hump, then they're going to lose these games badly. It just sucks to see that the Cavaliers just couldn't respond, especially in the first half. They were very lethargic. They didn't play any great defense at all. And, it got some easy baskets, especially for Sean Livingston and JaVale McGee, especially JaVale McGee. He got 12 points in the first half. I believe that he was 6 for 6. And it was just because of easy layups and dunks. He had some great looks there. And this just comes down to bad defense by the Cavaliers. And it's just going to cost them. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of us were looking at them scratching our heads, because their defense is just not up to snuff to where the Golden State Warriors are at or where anyone else in the playoffs is at. When you have poor defense like the Cavs do, you're going to get beat like this sometimes. And a thing that really upsets me sometimes is the fact that they called Steph Curry's three-pointer a contested shot when it really wasn't contested. The one I'm talking about is, of course, Larry Nance flying by into row Z and just giving Steph Curry probably his easiest practice shot of the night in the corner three. I just don't get it myself. It just doesn't make any sense, especially as a coach. I like to tell my guys to chop their feet and actually put their hand up. If he makes the shot, he makes it. There's a reason why he's an NBA All-Star player, future Hall of Famer. He's just a great shooter. So this, like I said, this game just came down to the offensive firepower of the Golden State Warriors. They played through everything. They did everything so well. It obviously showed up in the box scores with Klay Thompson getting 20, Steph Curry getting 33, Kevin Durant getting 26, Draymond Green got 5, but he also had 8 rebounds and 7 assists, and JaVale McGee gave you 12 points. This game came down to offensive firepower by the Golden State Warriors, and it just came down to also the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the worst defense in the first half. They got soft, they got bullied, and the Golden State Warriors took advantage of their mistakes. Obviously, they had a lot of second chance points, I believe the Golden State Warriors did, and a lot of open threes and a lot of just, why are you guys not playing very upfront defense? I mean, obviously, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are going to make some crazy shots, but you can't let the other guys get going, especially Klay Thompson. That's a guy that you have to stop. You can have 2 guys score 20 points, but you can't have 3 of them. And just going over to the other side of the Cavaliers and their box score, LeBron James had 29 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, but he looked a little passive. Even though he was 10 of 20 shooting, he looked a little passive. There's some layups and gimmies that he missed. Kevin Love gave you 22 points, but 3 of 8 from three-point land is not going to cut it for me. 7 of 18 shooting, so not a bad night. But I think the most disappointing person of all of them was J.R. Smith. He was 2 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point land. He just didn't have it tonight, and he only had 5 points to show for it. Another thing that was also disappointing was the fact that Jeff Green also didn't give you that much, 2 of 7 from the floor. That's not going to cut it. Kyle Korver also disappointing with 0 of 3 from the field and only 1 point, and that was from the technical that Tyronn Lue got. And I want to ask you guys and your opinion about it. The fact that Tyronn Lue got the technical and Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Jeff Green. But Jeff Van Gundy was talking about the fact that there's a double standard there, especially in the play where LeBron James got fouled, it looked like, apparently, when Klay Thompson and Steph Curry didn't give him a spot to land. Tyronn Lue got on the floor and started yelling at the refs, and that's the reason why he got technical for getting on the floor. Meanwhile, we have guys like Draymond Green just yelling at the refs consistently. And I want to know from you guys, is there a double standard there? Do you believe that, you know, some of the quieter guys like Tyronn Lue, who don't really like to, you know, speak out a lot, they don't yell at the refs often, but when they do, they get technicals. And then Draymond Green is left scotch-free because, you know, that's the way he is, Draymond being Draymond. I want to know your guys' opinion on that situation. I feel like there is a little bit of a double standard, but that doesn't mean you take anything away from the Warriors this game. Obviously, the Warriors they took advantage of the Cavaliers team that felt deflated, and I think it's up to the Cavaliers to get back up and get ready for game 3 at the Q. If we let the refs decide and let us affect our mood, then you just lead into these L's and poor defense. I mean, that's what it felt like to me. Today's game just felt like they let game 1 get in their heads. They let the referees also get in their heads with the poor officiating from the first game, get in their heads, and that's no excuse. You have to step up. You have to play better. And we're going to see if LeBron James is going to come back and play a better game. Obviously, he had 29 points and 13 assists and 9 rebounds, but it didn't feel like he was a little bit more passive. Obviously, guys missed some open shots. They only shot 33% from the floor altogether, for the three-point land, I should say. And I was just a little bit disappointed in that because there were some open looks, especially Jeff Green had a couple of open looks that was just disappointing to see him miss. Again, Kevin Love also had some really open looks. J.R. Smith had a lot of open looks, and they're just not hitting them. And it's just goes to show you that three-point reigns supreme, and the Warriors showed you tonight why it reigns supreme as Steph Curry broke the record and made a crazy acrobatic shot on Kevin Love. So, I mean, you can't take away anything from that. He had a great MVP finals type of game. Let's see if he can get it this time. Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below who's been your MVP. But I want to know your guys' opinion on the game. Did you guys think that the Golden State Warriors offense was just that good? Or did you think that the Cavaliers defense was just that bad? Or is it somewhere in the middle? Also, let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think of everyone's performance, that going from Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love. I want to know your guys' opinion on all that. But anyway, guys, this has been your boy Bernie here on The Charge, giving you the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions. Go and hit that subscribe button. Check out our other videos talking about the Game 1 game and also the fixer-uppers. And I'll see you in the next video for Game 3. Peace.